Looking forward to a tremendous night of fight, a boxing extravaganza at the Reggio Calabria Club.
Susie Ramadan in the black trunks with aqua colours, and Ploysuay Sakrungruang is in the pink trunks with blue trim, and Susie Ramadan 15-0, Ploysuay 5-7, and these guys have met before in 2007, and Susie won on points over 4 rounds, so it's a rematch.
And Ramadan, age 31, and Sakrungruang 28, so a 3-year differential there.
And this will really show where Susie is at the moment. And we have 8 by 2-minute rounds. It was a 4-rounder before, so this will be a good gauge on Susie Ramadan's evolution as she moves towards a world title shot.
And Susie trains at the world-famous Brizzy Brothers Gym in Preston. She resides in Reservoir in the northern suburbs of Melbourne. Her trainer is Ben Brizzy, and in her corner is Cos Brizzy.
And she's one of the new breed of women's boxers coming through with great athleticism, balance. She's got movement. She's a former soccer player, great athlete, and really being mentored well by the Brizzy brothers. And what we're looking for here in the scoring is clean punching, effective aggression, ring generalship, and defence. And Susie's got all those in spades. Interesting to see how far Ploysuay's come since they fought in 2007 as well.
Yeah, Ramadan, a seasoned performer, very clean with her punches, Susie Q. Tremendous footwork, going downstairs there, and a big right hand.
And Susie Ramadan knocks Ploysuay down with a big right hook. Ploysuay took a risk as Susie Ramadan retires to the neutral corner, displaying some power, and she's really coming on. That was a beautiful shot, Troy.
Magnificent. She really left herself wide open there.
And seemed to teeter backwards. Excellent start for Susie Q in round 1.
Going downstairs, working the body, and then coming upstairs and tickling the temples.
And Ploysuay could do with tying her up or trying to change the distance here, because Susie Q really benefiting from a lot of recent fights. And let's not rule out Ploysuay, but excellent round. 10-8 round for round 2. Susie Ramadan versus Ploysuay Sakrungruang. And Susie Ramadan landed a big right hook and put Sakrungruang on the ground. In their last time they fought in 2007, that didn't happen, Troy. What do we make out of that?
Well, you've got to look at the way Ramadan, she's a great technician, is Susie Q. She goes downstairs, softens it up a bit, and then comes back up. And as I said, tickles the temples, and she did it an absolute treat in round 1.
And Sakrungruang changing tactics now, moving to plan B as she goes southpaw. And it doesn't stop the onslaught of Susie Q, who's looking very sharp tonight.
There's some great scoring punches to the solar plexus, and a big left hand there by Susie Q.
And Ploysuay is her right hand is her big punch, and that's the same right hand that decked Sharon Anyos, first Australian world champion, when they fought. But Susie Q looks to have her measure early, and we're going to have to see what Ploysuay's got, because it's going for 8 rounds, it's double what they fought last time.
Yeah, it's a real test of endurance, this one.
Good movement from Susie Q, great footwork, good hand speed. She goes under Ploysuay's right hook there, and that's her money punch. And if Susie Q can take that away, she should be able to dictate terms on this fight. And good uppercut there by Susie Q, and left rip to the body, showing the full arsenal of punches here as Ploysuay lands an overhand right. So a good exchange. Susie not getting it all her own way, but looking very crisp and efficient here in round 2.
Absolutely, Patrick. Those left and right rips to the body, tremendous. Susie Q really finding her range.
And we're told that Susie Q will be looking to step it up with a big overseas fighter should she win this fight. So a lot on the line here against the time.
High stakes fight, absolutely.
And an excellent gauge of where she's at. And if she can stop Ploysuay, she's really come a long way in developing the power that she's going to need when she steps up in the big fights overseas.
Noticing Ploysuay puts her hands down on occasions, and that leaves her open for those big right-hand cross from Susie Q Ramadan.
And Ploysuay's looking to land a big straight right of her own, but not having any impact on her. I really love how Susie Q's doing some great body work, landing 3 or 4 punch combinations as Ploysuay lands over.
Let's go.
Round 3, Susie Ramadan, Ploysuay Sakrungruang, and Susie Ramadan getting the best of the first 2 rounds, but not having it all her own way. Sakrungruang landing a couple of good shots, but you'd have to convincingly give that second round to Susie Q.
Yeah, most definitely, Patrick. And what do you think Mr. Tessa knew he would have had to say in between that round to his charge?
Well, you would be saying be a moving target. She's getting the better of you. Get inside her, try and rough her up on the inside. Don't let her get a distance where she can show her full array of punches, because she really is compact. She's got great defense. And just taking it in tight, tying her opponent up and trying a plan C now. We saw her go southpaw in the last round, Sakrungruang, and it didn't work. Susie getting the better of things, but I'm really loving the power that Susie Q is displaying tonight.
And also the execution of Susie Q's punches have been tremendous. Actually textbook, I would say.
And last time out, we saw Susie Q. She pitched a shutout on all the judges' cards on a 10-rounder versus the game Kenyan Jane Cavallani at Coburg in July. So she's keeping busy, which is good, as she lands a 3-punch combination there using the left. She's got a good jab. Really, she's got good ring awareness, Susie. I like that.
Absolutely.
Moves her opponent around the winner. Lands another
big left hand there by Susie Q Ramadan.
And Ploysuay showing great chin, part of the proud Thai fighting tradition. And she's not going to go down without a fight. Tonight is the time.
No, but she does have a habit of putting her hands away from her face.
And she's being punished for it. She's trying to take a risk and drop her hands and get off. And Susie getting the better of things. They move it to the ropes. Susie landing 4 or 5 punch combinations. Ploysuay trying to get, don't think it's in her best interest to be in the corner with Susie right now.
No, as you said, Patrick, at the start of the round, she's got to be a moving target. And she's too stationary at the moment, and she's allowing Ramadan to zero in.
Timing, power, good combination. Susie Q.
Yeah, lovely left hand by Susie Q Ramadan. It rocked Ploysuay.
Ploysuay throwing a wild right over the top now, and it's looking a strong round again for Susie Q. I think Susie would be really happy trying to finish this early tonight, as another round goes to Ramadan.
Let's go.
Round 4 of the Susie Ramadan Ploysuay Sakrungruang fight here. Fight 1 of the Bad Blood fight card, and Susie Ramadan having it all her own way and putting on a clinic here for the standing room only house at the Reggio Calabria. Troy, she's looking the goods.
Oh, tremendous evasive skills too. You've got to take your hat off to Susie Ramadan. She's not only throwing punches, but she's evading them, and she's doing a tremendous job.
Great experience in the corner from the Brizzy brothers, who have a lot of amateur fights here at the Reggio Calabria Club. So it's a coming home of sorts for the Brizzy brothers, and their prodigy Susie Q is putting on a great display of all-round boxing. Great movements, good angles. Getting caught a couple of times and you're going to get caught.
Absolutely. You throw that many punches, Patrick, you're going to get caught occasionally.
But her aggression's fantastic. Good clean punches and a ring generalship.
Beautiful combination there by Susie Q Ramadan.
And more power getting in her jab as well. It's become a bit of an offensive weapon, whereas before it's been a bit of a range fighter. So she's really maturing as a boxer before our eyes is Susie Q.
Oh, and she's gone after Ploysuay with a right and left hand combination that rocked. And another big right hand.
And Ploysuay standing on the ropes, trying to trade there, and Susie getting it all her own way. Another great straight right from Susie Q. 2 or 3 punches in that exchange. Great combinations. It's an onslaught here in round 4. And Ploysway's trying to land a big Hail Mary punch there and tying Susie Q up, and she's going to need to do more of that.
Okay, let's go.
Susie Q controlling things from the outside. She's out skilling, and it doesn't matter about the quality of opposition. You've still got to get them away, and it'd be good for Susie Q to have a knockout on her record to confirm the power she's showing here tonight. Excellent display so far.
Tremendous power punching display by Susie Q Ramadan. And there's another left hand and another right. And how's Ploysuay staying on her feet? That's the question.
And she's showing great durability as Ploysuay taking shots to the body left and right. As Susie Q moves forward relentlessly, trying to close the gap. Another big round for Susie Q.